Hello, and welcome to the TSL Parent Volunteer Training video. For this training, I am just going to take you through a short PowerPoint presentation here and go through some of the volunteer roles and goals for you. First of all, we thank you for your willingness to serve and assist us by volunteering at TSL. Your help further enables us to prepare our students for this life and the life to come, and helps us meet our mission of making disciples of all nations. We ask those who will volunteer at TSL to prepare themselves for service in the school's ministry by attending necessary training sessions and organizational meetings. Secondly, be concerned about the faith and life of the young people assigned to them and help nurture their growth. Third, serve our school and supporting congregations as an example of Christian conduct as required by the Lord. You will work with pastors, principal teachers, and leadership of the school, and by the grace of God, do everything possible to promote Christian training and a spirit of service with our youth, and so advance the kingdom of Christ among us. So how do I start? Before you can volunteer in classrooms and on field trips with the school, you must review this PowerPoint training, which you're doing right now, and complete the training quiz. The training quiz will be available at the end of this video, and you can find that actually in the description underneath this video on YouTube. Once you have completed the PowerPoint training, you must complete the volunteer registration form. Again, that link is at the end of the video and in the description under this video in YouTube, and turn it into the office, which involves a consent for a background check. Once those steps are completed, you're ready to volunteer. TSL keeps a record of all parents that complete volunteer training and will communicate that list with the teachers. There are many volunteer opportunities at TSL. Some of them include hot lunch volunteers, room parents, field trip drivers and or chaperones, coaches, concession volunteers, volunteers assisting with remedial work of students, volunteers for Relay Day, and there will be others that come up throughout the school year. Here are some guidelines for volunteers. A school the size of TSL could not offer the opportunities that it does without the help of volunteers. We thank you for your help and pray that the Lord would bless your efforts as you serve Him in His kingdom. As you volunteer at TSL, please keep the following points in mind. Number one, do not hesitate to ask questions of the person supervising or in charge of an activity. To effectively volunteer, you need to know what to do and how to do it. If it's unclear to you, do not hesitate to ask. Number two, when working with our students at TSL, remember you are working with saints and sinners. Our students were born sinful and continue to sin daily. Yet the students at TSL are blood-bought souls of the Savior who died for their sins. At times you will see our students struggle with sin and temptation. At other times you will see them demonstrate their Savior's love in sanctified conversation and actions. Number three, help the children remember the fourth commandment that speaks of obedience to those over them. As a volunteer, you are an extension of the classroom and its teacher. Just as we would expect obedience to the teacher, so likewise we would expect obedience from the students when you are working with them. Should there be a student who has trouble remembering this, do not hesitate to seek the assistance of the teacher. Should you have a concern about a student as a result of working with that student, individually or in a group, do not hesitate to bring your concern to the attention of the teacher. Number five, follow the directions of the teacher. Children very quickly can determine discrepancies between what one person says and the way another person responds. In activities and field trips, the TSL teachers have planned movements and procedures that will enable the activity to proceed smoothly. Having the volunteers follow the teacher's directions is of great importance. Number six, anticipate the unexpected. Because of the excitement of an event or the anticipation of a field trip, some students may get carried away. Be mindful of what the children in your group are doing and assist them in keeping their conduct within reasonable levels. Number 7, at times volunteers ask if they can bring preschool age children along on field trips. Please check with the teacher in charge of the field trip. The volunteer's first priority is providing supervision for the school children who are assigned to you. And number 8, offer suggestions. Because of the responsibility of planning and successfully executing an activity or trip, the supervising teacher can easily develop tunnel vision in seeing that everything works smoothly. You are another set of eyes that might have some valuable ideas for improvement. Do not hesitate to share these. Now, some guidelines for driving for field trips. Should you be driving on a field trip using your own personal vehicle, the following points apply. First of all, children must be in a car seat until they reach age 4 and in a booster seat until they reach age 8. A tiered structure applies. Children from ages 2 to 4 or less than 40 pounds must be in a forward-facing child seat in the back seat. Children under the age of 2 should be in a rear-facing car seat. Children from ages 4 to 8 and between 40 to 80 pounds and no more than 4 feet 9 inches in height must be in a booster seat. Children under age 13, whether in a car seat or using a seatbelt, should ride in the back seat at all times due to the force of impact in a vehicle and the velocity and force at which airbags deploy. Unless forced to do so, due to the number of passengers, children should not sit in the lap belt only position, but should use both the lap and shoulder harnesses. Before you begin operating your vehicle, remind the students in your care of your rules concerning their behavior and conduct while the vehicle is in motion. Check with your insurance company to see that your coverage includes driving for a field trip. It is important that you have adequate coverage in case of an accident. And we ask of volunteers that offer to drive to make sure their vehicle is in good operating condition. If you are in doubt about this, please check with the supervising teacher or the principal. Some volunteer do's and don'ts. Do respect teachers' schedules. They cannot always talk in the middle of the day. Check with them when a good time would be to talk or touch base. Be a good role model. Set a good example. Be courteous, impartial, and fair, and earn and give respect. Do not smoke or use alcohol in school property. Administer medications, break school rules, or be in a closed-door room alone with a student. Background checks are required for all TSL volunteers. Before volunteering, you must fill out a background check release form. Thank you for watching this video and participating in this volunteer training. Now you need to complete the quiz, which again is found in the comments or the description underneath this video. After you have done that, please make sure to fill out the background check release form, also found in the YouTube video description. Thank you.